Hi class, we need to take a look at example 4. Now, in this type of problems, what we're actually doing here is doing the distributive property or applying the distributive property. And the distributive property pretty much says the following. If you have a set of parentheses and a constant on the outside, that's going to multiply both of those values. It'll be the same idea if the constant is on the other side. So if you have b plus c and a is on the right, then in this situation, a also multiplies these two, and it will give us ab plus ac. So it doesn't matter where the constant happens to be, if it's on the left or on the right, it multiplies all the values on the inside. Now, let's take a look at problem 1. So we do have a set of parentheses and then a 5 on the outside. So the 5 is going to multiply those two values, and this is going to give us 5 times 2x, well, 10x, plus the values of 5 times 4 is equal to 20. And that's actually it. So the main idea using the distributive property is that you can remove parentheses by multiplying constants on the outside. So that's it for problem A. Let's move on to problem B. And we have to be careful on B. We have a negative along with the actual 3. So this is going to give us a negative 3x squared plus a 6x and minus a 21 after we multiplied the negative 3 times all of those values. Let me check the signs. Negative 3x squared plus a 6, negative and a negative, and then minus a 21. So we're good on B. Let's move on to C. Now C, let me rewrite C so that you see it. So it has the same effect as if you have a negative 1, and then you have a 5x to the 4th minus 8. So it's very similar to the previous problem, but on the previous one, we had an actual negative 3. In the one, we typically don't write it. So other expressions are just going to be with a negative and then the parentheses on the inside. So at this point, the negative multiplies both of those values. Oh, it looks like, hold on, let me fix it. So this x was to the 4th power. What I'm trying to fix is the numbers that are multiplying. It's referring to this one. So at this point, we're multiplying the negative 1, and you're going to get negative 5x to the 4th plus an 8. Since we're multiplying a negative and a negative. Once again, negative times the values in the inside is just going to make both of those change sign. In this case, negative x to the 4th. Let me fix that 4. It looks like a 9. And then also the 8. Oh, there's just an error. Oh, I think I erased it. So it's going to give us a plus an 8. There we go. Okay, let's move on to D. Now on D, we do have a fraction that will need to be multiplied and simplified. So we technically have 2/5 times x over 4 minus the 2/5 times the 1/3. I'm putting the minus in front, but you can see here the multiplication of the 2/5 to both of the values. And then let me simplify that 4 so we can cancel it. So we're looking at 2/5 times x over 2 times 2, and then minus 2/15. I'm already combining the actual second fraction. And then here, you can technically see the cancellation of the 2's. So rewriting it, we're going to be looking at x over 10, since we're left with 5 and a 2, minus a 2/15. So distributing out that fraction changes both both of the values completely, but it allows us to, if we had more values on the outside of the parentheses, combine them and simplify. That's actually it for these set of problems. I'll put the other ones on a different video.